Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic, and this is a reaction to Steins Gate. This is a series my YouTuber followers requested from me, so in case you're one of them, you know how I handle things. If you are new to my channel and you came along due to this series, let me explain very briefly to you how I handle reactions. My reactions are split into two parts. The one part you can find here, you are just right in. It is a video where I welcome you and after reacting to the series, discuss my thought about what I wrote down, what I think about this episode and what I expect from the next one and the overall story. The other half, the reaction itself, you can find if you go down into my descriptions. There you will find a link to my Google Drive. You just have to replace some parts. In this case, it is... I always want to say circumflex, but I'm pretty sure it is not. And a dot in the middle, written. You remove this part and you replace it with a real dot. I have to do it twice, sorry. And you will find my Google Drive file where you can watch the reaction itself. Once you've finished, you can, if you want to, come back here and hear me out what I thought about the episode. So, enjoy it and I will see you soon. For those of you who have come back, welcome back. So, interesting series. It is more and either in the now time. So it is not a fantasy realm as we had in series before. It is not very far sci-fi yet. And it reminds me from the start a little bit about Erased, which I have reacted in the past. So we have a murder already. Although it's not real. We have a little bit of time travel, which was in Erased as well. And even after one episode, I can already say we have a lot of details, which possibly I missed like half of or even more, which might later on fall into place like in a puzzle. So right now, I guess seeing this series like a second or third time as you do, you will possibly realize even more stuff, or you will see stuff and know, oh, that's why she or he did what happened, whatever. I like that. I like that kind of series. So right now, it is very relaxed series, not much action happening, but a lot of content already in it. So that's nice. I like it. So right now we seem to have two main characters. There's a third one, a little. I mean, we have seen like 4 main characters right now. 2 real main and 2 side characters, in my opinion. So the number 1 character here is Ocarine, which we see in the picture here right now. Or as he calls himself, Hunin Ocarine, I think. And I don't know why, but he has like another name like Okabe Rintoke. I'm not sure what is happening there. So he is a scientist of sorts. Calls himself a mad scientist. He might be a little bit nuts, as it seems, but that's fine for me. And he created a laboratory which he calls the future... Let me see, sorry. I wrote it down somewhere else. Future Gadget Laboratory. And he seems to believe that there's something like the organization, possibly evil organization, who whoever tries to spy on him or whatever. He creates future gadgets. I'm really looking forward to see the other ones. So we've seen future gadget number 1 and number 8. Number 1 is like an alien pistol you can use to as a remote for the TV. So it is, in the end, it is a TV remote that just looks different, possibly. And number 8 is a remote that you can use to set a microwave, which, I don't know, it makes not really much sense. So it is just used to remote use the microwave. If it would be like a tool where you can emit microwaves with, that would be dangerous. But so he's just using it to create jelly bananas from bananas. Poor little bananas. So that's him. Then we have Mayuri. She seems to be a nice girl, a little bit nuts as well, but well, whatever. Who seems to like gathering stuff like we see here. I'm pretty sure that this thing that she lost will come in the future episodes. I see already at least one time jump happened there, possibly even more. I'm pretty sure we will be in this building and at this time at least once more. And this is what it seems to be about. So we start off with that there is someone, Dr. Nakabashi, sorry, talking about the options of time travel, about a time machine and how to build it. And Ocarin realizes that this theory, this thesis, already existed years ago in 2000, created by another doctor or whatever, mechanic, named John Titor. Which is the moment when character number 3 jumps in, which is Makise Kurisu, the one who later on gets stabbed. So that might be a coincidence, but I guess she is possibly somehow related, linked to this John Titor guy. Or it may be just coincidence, but it is fitting the moment that he is mentioned, she steps in. The thing on the top of the roof, which we've seen briefly, in my opinion, did not look like a weather satellite at the beginning. I think that possibly this is a time machine. And she used it to come there. Why ever? No idea. So she said she talked to Ocarin 15 minutes ago and he wanted to tell her something important and was kind of upset, afraid, whatever. So my guess is that whenever in this series there will be a time travel done by him where he is 15 minutes before that and he tries to warn her about the stabbing. I guess. So he doesn't remember, he thinks she's a member of the organization or whatever. He tries to play cool as though he has, you know, people on the phone. Don't we do that all from time to time? Like, hello, yeah, this is Agent whatever. Yeah, they're on me. Okay. And then he runs off. We have very often the fact that he has someone on the phone, so he's very active with his mobile. Mainly with Mayuri, who has lost the, I wrote it down how this little metal thing, metal Oopa, which he pulled out of one of those machines, worth 10k, nice. And she lost it. So I guess she may have lost it, but possibly when there is time travel where he wants, maybe she is there as well and picks it up, so it gets really confusing. Seeing that this is already only in episode 1, I think it may screw with your head over the episodes. We will see. Then he finds Maki's body on floor 8. So she was stabbed. And you could hear a scream, which was not her scream. I'm pretty sure it was not a female scream. And I am somehow pretty sure it was him, Ocarin, screaming at this moment. So that would mean that in this moment, another version of him from the future, past, whatever, is there. And then we have this time jump where he's on the street. The street is empty. I'm pretty sure this is a moment when the time adjusts somehow. So, seeing that only he seems to be transported, whysoever, it is possibly the moment that it happened. I don't know yet why he was transported, how it pulled him in. There might be many reasons. One of them is that he was with Makise, and she, I don't know, gave something to him, passed something to him, smuggled something into his backpack, which he hasn't have, but you know. That might be one option. Or it is, and now we're getting to the joys of time travel, that he is traveling because his future self knew it was important that he traveled and made sure that he traveled. So self-fulfilling prophecy. And I have no idea if this works. There are, I think, like three main theories on time travel, and each and every one of them is confusing. However, this world without people is there, and now it is a satellite that has crashed into the building, and this is where everything changes. So, in this version, in this world, he did not go there for the Dr. Nakabashi, because Dr. Nakabashi cancelled in this version. We know he didn't in the first one. We've seen him there. That's one. Number two, he went there because there was a satellite crashing into the house, and he thought it was the organization doing this. I'm pretty sure that the thing on the roof did not look like a satellite in the first moments we've seen it. So they changed it. Question is it now really changed, or did someone change it so that it looks, you know, the typical thing like it's a weather balloon, it's not an UFO? So is there maybe like an organization really existing which possibly doesn't care about him at all at the moment, which will change, I'm pretty sure. And we met finally the last main character, Ashida Huru, I think, and he calls him Daru. I don't know why. So he's a hacker. He's the computer guy of the group. Not much known about him yet. We will see. There is a Mr. Brown, so the landlord is there as well, who uses the fact that he is in need when his TV is down. I am pretty sure that the price of 2K for repairing a TV is a little bit high. So that's that. Ocarine drinks a hell of a lot of Dr. Pepper. I have no idea if this is just product placement or if this will be important in the future, but I realized it. I also realized that Mayuri was looking at the tree with the zcates, and there was like a change, and I'm not sure if he remembered a past where she was standing on, I think, a cemetery, so in front of a grave, or if it is really like an alternate universe that he's seen there, so a time travel effect. I guess it was something of the past where he kind of met her and took her under his wings, maybe. So maybe she lost someone in the past. Just guessing. Poor bananas. Then there was someone mentioned named Faris Tan. I don't know. They are moving towards him right at the moment, so maybe we will see him/her. And when they get out of the elevator, we finally saw Makize Kurizu again. I'm very sorry in case you are a native speaker for those names. I know it is violence what I do with those names. I'm sorry. I'm really not good at it. But she's back. So, which makes sense. The timeline is a different one. So in this timeline, she wasn't stabbed. And he can remember. Question is, can she remember? That would be interesting. And how will he react now? Because for him, it is really messing with his head now. He realized that there are like... he sent a message to the past somehow. When he saw her having been stabbed, he wrote an email to Daru, to Hashida Horu. And this email, in the version in the time we are now, was received more neither 5 days ago. Which is confusing, because I thought that he would be like, no, it's the 23rd, it's not the 28th. So I thought he was like, I missed 4 or 5 days. But it is not. He knows it is the 28th, which means his email got back in time somehow. And on his phone, he never sent it. So that's strange. So his electronical options are somehow passing the barriers of time, if it is time travel, which we still don't know. Question is, why is it going backwards? Is it like a reliving the day thing? So is however it is done just putting the whole world in a freeze and says, let's pull it back and play those 4 or 5 days again? I don't know. It's really confusing. Strange is he can't remember the day of his now self. He remembers the day he had before. So he's not like having two layers of knowledge. He just has this one layer. And whenever he jumps into an alternate timeline, alternate life, he is missing this knowledge, which might be a problem in the future. Okay, so much about that. About this episode. I listened to the intro and outro songs. They might be just like, you know, music. But I wrote down some phrases there which might be important in the future. The outro, well, the control of the 12, I guess that might be about the hours, but maybe it's something else. It is about false evidence, a little bit about being trapped, you know? No clue yet. It might very well be that there's someone in the back of the whole story who is kind of trapped in time and struggling with this time journey. And the problem when you mess with time is it gets really, really problematic because you tend to make things worse and not better. And in the intro, that was interesting. So we had the theme of finite and infinite. We had it in the intro and we had it in the intro music. By the intro I mean his first talk about what is finite, what is infinite, the world, the life, the universe, all that. So it's very high theory, philosophical stuff there. So I'm not sure about, I can't get a grip on that yet. But this seems very intriguing. I can see that many people tend to jump off the train for Steins Gate within the first episodes if the next episodes are like this. Because it is a lot of information, it is a lot about what they have to think about, and it's not action-packed or extremely funny or anything. It is just very based on a story right now. A little bit like a crime case right now. So the creators are putting out the playing field right now for us. And they're putting in some hints already. And I'm now like, because I've seen series like Erased before or like No Game No Life and everything else, I'm like trying to think everything of this might be a clue. Possibly most of it isn't. And I'm just going nuts. Which is possibly why you want me to react to it. I know. So it looks nice. I like it so far. Well, we'll definitely continue, as you know. So right now what I will do, I will directly jump into episode 2 because I want to get it ready for my Patreons and for you in the next week. So I will not be able to react directly to your questions and put them into the next episode's knowledge already. So please be aware of that. But I like this episode, this series so far. I hope I did not miss too much, although I'm pretty sure I missed like a hell of a lot of stuff. And this is it for this time. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.